Hello and welcome to Tavern 53 Tavern Talk. Tonight we're going to be talking about a topic, the one that's been around since the 60s for sure, not as big and frustrating as the previous topic of Star Wars, Star Trek, but just as tough as well. Bond, James Bond. The best, who was the best, what was the best villain, and what was the best line?
Hmm.
George, since you're here with us, you're the guest, please, if you wouldn't mind starting off.
Well, growing up, my favorite Bond was Sean Connery. I don't know, he just had that charismatic look, and I don't know, I just loved him growing up. Then,
It's what you expected to see as a James Bond. That was my
yeah, he
like,
was he was my Bond growing up.
yeah,
And then, well, Roger Moore right after that too, right? Like he was cool, a little more innovative. But even in the most current Bond, Daniel Craig, right?
yeah,
That's his name.
yeah,
He's really good. Like
yeah.
he's
You
really
get
action packed.
yeah. Like you had
Yeah.
like Sean Connery for sure. That's
Yeah.
I think we're on the
But
same
each
page.
Bond has their own, like they all were good in their own roles and what was given to them. And as far as my favorite villain, it's got to be Jaws, man. Like the teeth and just
His name
he
is
was kind of,
Jaws.
yeah, he was scary.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Like and then like again like Bond. Like it's just that's just
Yeah.
Sunday night. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Sunday nights in the wintertime, and
Yeah.
ABC turned on the TV, and there was going to be a Bond movie on.
Yeah. And even just looking at all the Bond women that they had, like they were beautiful and just who didn't want to be James Bond? Like that adventure, living that adventure. And when you hear the music, you just like, oh, you get goosebumps, right? You just kind of, oh, here
Yeah,
we go.
the gadgets,
Yeah, yeah,
cars,
yeah,
like exotic places that he went, like
yeah.
they,
Just
like Jamaica. You went Jamaica. You went
yeah,
Russia. Every
right.
place in between.
Yeah. Did you ever read the books?
Yeah, I've read a couple of them. Yeah,
Yeah, I never
yeah.
did. I was just the movies. I just strictly watched the movies. So
There's the one that I remember reading was your No Time to Die.
okay,
It was like when he was supposed to be an in between one for um, from Thunderbolt to whatever one they were doing next, and it
right,
was supposed to be in China,
right.
and just getting caught up with all the everything going on in China and people trying to kill him there, and he goes into hiding, and then it just went into the basically went into Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt,
Right.
Thunderball, sorry,
Yeah.
Thunderbolt. Yeah, we just
That's
graduated, and that was again, it was just the way they just did it. It was
yeah.
I always thought it was good.
Yeah, they're always good to great to watch. I would always just love watching them on. Like even the
Yeah,
marathons, like you remember you had the DVDs and you had the whole set there and
yeah.
just pop one in one after another and just
Oh,
reliving
yeah,
our youth.
Dave Horvath, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Horvath.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like again, like Bond, like you just hear that, and it's like oh, James Bond. Like it's like
yeah.
what movies are going to be, and it didn't matter because you wanted to watch it.
Right.
Yeah, that was me. That was me.
Yeah.
I was just I just enthralled like at every like the mannerisms, just the quick one liners like who are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
Peter Lorre. Oh, of course you are. Like, who says that? Like
Exactly.
only James
Yeah.
Bond.
Yeah.
It was written perfect writing. Like Ian Fleming did the perfect writing and everything like that, and it was just made for good movies.
It did. It did. It was really good, fun one to watch.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of years since we've seen a Bond, right? Like I don't even remember what the last movie was. Like
2021 was the Daniel Craig, the last one. I think that was or was it 2022? Maybe it was during the lockdown COVID. Like it was really
right.
released at theater. It was streamed,
Yeah.
I think, and that was the last one. And that was like Daniel Craig was like, um, it seemed to work pretty good. Like it was like
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
like I watched Skyfall was the last one I seen of his. I haven't had a chance to see this one.
Right.
But yeah, again, like I don't think there's a bad one
No, they're all good in their own way. They're all, yeah.
unless you want to go with the Timothy Dalton ones. But
All
those
right.
are that's just my opinion. Because again, like those were, and like I said, James Bond was Sean Connery,
Yeah.
and then you had the transition into Roger Moore. Like within between, you had um,
Yeah. I know. I can't think of his name either. What is it?
Lansby, George
Huh?
Lansby,
Yeah.
George Lansby. He did on His Majesty's Secret Service,
Right.
and that's where Bond gets married, and then
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
dies at the end, and she's just sleeping. And then that's where they get brought to Roger Moore in, and then just
There's another
James
guy
Bond,
too. There's another guy right before Daniel Craig. I forget his name.
Pierce
Uh,
Bronson,
there you go.
and
Yeah.
Timothy Dalton.
Yeah. That's two of them, right? You're right. There you go.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Oh, I'm a Bond fanatic. I just love him. I just love that
Yeah.
whole thing. Like it's just like the introduction of the like it was the um, kind of comical Roger Moore brought a little bit of comedy to
Yeah.
it, like the little bit of fun, and it wasn't so stern. Like it was like the hardcore, like the slap people around Sean
Right.
Connery,
Yeah.
the chiseled Sean Connery, and then George Lansby. Like I said, he was just the transition. Like they
Yeah.
needed somebody because everybody was busy, so
Right.
to speak. Then Timothy Dalton was like he fits the mold, but no, he didn't. Like he
Hmm.
nobody really knew him. Like they may have over in Europe. I
Right.
don't know. And he did okay, but it was again it was another transition. Pierce Bronson, I think if he was healthier, he would have done more.
Yeah.
It's like he did some good ones, like he did Goldeneye, Tomorrow Never Dies, World Is Not Enough. Like, there's Diamond or was it the even had Madonna her theme song.
Yes.
Can't remember the one. But that'll come to me later.
Yeah.
But again, it was like they were just memory. Like you just
Yeah.
remember it. Like
Yeah.
they were good, and it was good. Like I said, Sean Connery. Like I said, I think we're on the same page there. Sean Connery. You like Jaws? I gotta go with Blofeld, the
Yeah.
mastermind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the bad guy.
Yeah.
That and Goldfinger.
Yeah. Yeah.
You expect me to talk Goldfinger? No, I expect you to die.
Yeah.
Classic lines. Like it's just like written. I don't know. They're all
Yeah.
good. They're all
Yeah.
good. Again,
Weren't they in the search for a new Bond? Like I think Daniel Craig says he doesn't want to do it anymore or something. I don't know if
done.
there's. Have you heard of any names being dropped as far as a new Bond?
No, I thought somebody had said like there was another British athlete that was looking at. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
They were looking at him, and then they were actually looking at possibly a female Bond.
Okay. Hmm.
So I don't know how that will be responded. Like how they'll respond to that, but it anything's possible. Like it could be done well. Like if it's done
Yeah.
right, it'll really go.
Yeah.
It'll have an audience for it. Again, there's always an audience for a Bond film.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like I know people were hesitant. Oh, Daniel Craig. He's a rugby player. I don't know if he'll really. Is he a good actor? Hell yeah, damn good.
Yeah.
He did a
Yeah.
great job.
Yeah. He did.
Like, when he did Casino Royale, and it was just like back history and everything. It just like
Yeah.
brought it in. Yeah, he did a really good job. I was really
Yeah.
impressed.
Yeah.
But again, the writing is a major help with that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah. You want to carry it on like from one Bond to the next. They always have some kind of common theme where they have a mission to take the and then do something, and then it's always about the gadgets and the different things, and then about the girl and everything like that, and
yeah.
introducing a new villain too, which is kind of cool. So
Yeah, no, every movie always had a different villain, but there was something in they
yeah,
always connected one way or another. It was like
right.
in line. Like I'd seen when I'd gotten the movies from our good friend Dave Horvath. There was a couple that had the director's copy. So you listen to the cuts, and they had it was Roger Moore. I don't remember um, what movie it was, but he was talking about the movie, and he just veered off into a total different conversation. It was about UNICEF. It was about feeding children in Asia and Africa. And then the movie was over, and he's like, "I can honestly say I don't remember ever being in this movie. I
Right.
remember nothing about it."
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
"Wow, that's embarrassing for a Bond movie." Like the main character, I don't even remember this movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wow, that's bad.
Yeah.
But like, but again, that was just one take on one movie. And again, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
if they don't want to be in it, that too, that goes with that
Right.
there.
Right. Yeah. One thing about back in the day when we had those DVDs and Blu-ray and whatnot, you always had like those, like you said, the special editions, director's cuts and stuff like that. And there's always extra footage with the behind the scenes and stuff like that, which is always intriguing to see how things were done and all the stunts and stuff like that. So it's always kind of neat to have that extra feature when you had those movies to see those extra stuff, right? They don't.
Yeah,
I don't even. I'm sure the new stuff, the Blu-rays that are out currently right now, that probably still has that to go on. But now everybody's streaming stuff, so we don't really have that. When we see a movie, we don't see the
yeah.
behind-the-scenes stuff unless we really do some digging online, and I'm sure it's there. But
Oh, yeah, YouTube's got it all. Like I'd seen not too long ago the outtakes of the stunts for Live and Let Die when they're running across the alligators from one island to the other, and they
yeah,
show
yeah,
the
yeah,
stunt real alligators, and he's running across them, and like
crazy.
he falls off the one. Well, they fed the alligators to kind of sedate them, to keep them
Right.
from going extremely crazy. But still, they're getting run on their back. They're like
Yeah,
jumping up, and he makes it to the one island, but he slips, and they grab his pant leg, and he's like,
yeah, yeah,
"Wow!"
yeah,
It was like 5 takes
yeah.
to get there.
That's crazy.
I was just
Yeah.
watching it. Like, wow.
Yeah. But now they can do that all digitally. Like everything's digital now, and they have their movie magic where they can do all that stuff without putting any of the actors or stuntmen in any harm's way, right? Where they can
Yeah,
just do
exactly.
that themselves. So that's kind of cool.
Thank you, George Lucas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Star Wars. It all goes back to Star Wars.
I know, yeah, one way or another. Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, no, again, like I have to agree with you, Sean Connery.
yeah,
Right? You're a Jaws fan. I'm more like I said, the Blofeld, the mastermind behind
yeah,
Spectre. And
yeah, 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 yeah,
again, like his name is Jaws. He kills
yeah,
people. No, Mr. Bond. I
yeah,
expect you to die. Like
yeah,
again, there's just so many good lines.
yeah,
Just so many good lines. Like to
yeah,
pick one, I don't know, it'd be hard to do.
yeah. Even the fact that they kept like M and Q, like they kept those characters, even though there was a new Bond. Sometimes they try to
Yeah,
keep those two kind of consistent with the
2020.
theme for movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
So
again, like the new ones, the new Q.
yeah,
That was like just a kid, and I was like,
right.
wow, that's true though. That's exactly what it is. Like the
Yeah, they made it work. Yeah.
yeah. Well, this has been fun.
All right, buddy. Always
I
great
enjoyed it.
coming on Tavern 53.
Yes.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah. Can't wait. Big shout out to KF and KD.
Yeah.
They know who they are. Friends of the show, longtime listeners.
All right.
Never call.
Yeah.
And I will see you later. You have a
All right,
good
buddy.
evening.
Thank you
Bye
too.
bye.
Take care. Okay. Bye.